Yɛfrɛ me Kofi Ɔkyea meda so sɛ waba ayɛ Access TV ha na woba bɛhwɛ na wati na wahu deɛ ɛrekɔ so. Yɛdeɛ asɛmbisa naa ne yɛkuram na yɛgu so a yɛyɛ mpɛnsɛmpɛnsɛn mu ɛne nhwehwɛmu yɛyi yɛdie nti yɛnka nkɔ nti sɛ yɛbɛhunu yɛ benkum ɛne yɛ nifa nti. Yɛgye akonnwa se a na baabi ayɛ pii nso nsɛmbisa wɔ hɔ na ano yie nso ɛwɔ ha. Ɛnɛ sɛ yɛhwɛ Atlantic Ocean ni mu a baabi wɔ hɔ a yɛato ne din Bermuda Triangle. Baabi yɛdin ne firi ɛyɛ questionable. Yɛnim Bermuda no yɛnhu kasa korɔ ɛna asekyerɛ so menim deɛ wɔtumi too hɔ din. Na nhwehwɛ mu ne mpɛnsɛmpɛnsɛn mu kakra ama yɛ ne sɛ ɛfiti ɔbɔ adeɛ a yɛba asase yi so a yɛte asase yi so. Yesu Kristo abɛtena ha kɔ anim nsɛm nyinaa. About 50 ships ɛna saa ocean nim akɔtwam wɔ baabi particular triangle bi a adisappear ayera yɛhwehwɛ a yɛnhu. Na ɛnyɛ ship ɛnam nsuo no so nko a about 20 airplanes atwam wɔ soro a ɛno so atwam wɔ baabi a yɛato hɔ din Bermuda Triangle na ɛno so ayera a bɛsi nnɛ ɛmu nnipa o dadeɛ na ɛsensɛn wiem no o ɛne ɛni nyinaa yɛamoto. Ɛdeɛn ɛna ɛte nsuo no so. Ɛdeɛn ɛna ɛtwitwi wiem nnadeɛ ne nnadeɛ a yɛabuilde akakraka a nti duwa a hwerem ɛnyɛ sɛ ɛbutu ɛmu nnipa ewu ayera. Yɛka sɛ Buroni ka sɛ disappear kyerɛ sɛ hwerem ayera a yɛpa a yɛnhu. Ɔbɔ adeɛ de adom aberanteɛ baako a ɔno ɛwɔ nimdeɛ wɔ nsɛm a mebisa yi nyinaa ho a ɔno na ɛnam ne n'asi akonnwa a yɛbɛdi nkɔmmɔ na yɛagye deɛ yɛn yɛbisa no ano yie deɛ afiri ne hɔ. Yɛfrɛ no Joseph Nkebi na wɔyɛ ɛyɛ Jewni obi a ɔpractice Judaism. Sɛ wɔyɛ sɔfo sɛ wɔyɛ ɔmo mpanimfoɔ ne baako ɔno aba a na wakyerɛkyerɛ yɛn mu na yɛhu. Obi a ɔyɛ Jewni yɛka sɛ Jewni a Judaism na yɛsom wɔn mu a wɔn som ɛfa saa kwan no so wɔn na yɛ Jewfoɔ. So ate ase nti ɛnyɛ abusuakuo te sɛ tribe a ɛno no gye sɛ yɛawo wɔn mogya ansa na wayɛ. Ɛte sɛ wabɛyɛ Kristo ni yɛfrɛ Christian. Nti Kristosom Christian, Judaism Jew. Mɛbɔ akɔ aba.
Bɛgye so ya.
Na afɔm te sɛ.
Onyankopɔn adom.
Sɛ menkyerɛ mu n'ano ano.
Ɛno
Ɛne yɛda Awurade ase. Na aha deɛ bɔkɔɔ na anam.
Menkura ne bɔne deɛ. Mesɛ wokura ne bɔkɔɔ. Na ɛyɛ nsɛm a wɔhyɛ aseɛ no. Ɛnom waa nti na mɛda ho te ase sɛ nda yi. Ɛsɛ sɛ yɛma amanfoɔ ɛnte biribi ase.
Ɛhu nokura bi.
Ɛna hu nokura bi.
Na nansa ne yɛbɛkɔ nsɛm ne. Ɛkyɛ kakra yɛ a na wode ato wɔ apampam. Ɛno na medwene ho am ne yɛ. Ɛno no gyina hɔ ma deɛ ɛwɔ Judaism ni.
Good. Ɛdi kan mɛsrɛ ɛyɛ me mpanimfoɔ bi na mede nkyɛ kɛse bi ama mu. Mekyerɛ opening jet a woyɛ panin ɛwɔ the whole branch Divine House of Torah Ghana. Wowɔ Dansoman. Wohwɛ Dansoman. Mekyerɛ opening K-Fan nso so mekyerɛ ayɛ me nkɔɔfoɔ bɛdɛ wɔn Tema branch na adeɛ. Mekyerɛ me nkɔɔfoɔ bi nso wɔn Atlanta. I hope sɛ video yi deɛ Mr. Pong. Yeah, baby, I'm sure say we say car. Mr. Tompi wala si wa Canada. Any CSM4 almost say at least person bibi. Even though no I'm follow me penning they all right, but they want to hear something.
We penny anyway. Abraham Bemosi.
Good point.
CSF.
Almost say the crane ayinache. But it is the time of sending the crane P. Because we be sumo on access and on reasonable point on the back
interpretation.
But yeah, sure, your man, I said in your corner. Quack, I say, and over to be your handmade different. What your handmade different? See, a man for you were consign. In this case, that is idea. A son of crisis did. No son of credit will be a baby at that. Sana didn't make him near way. Can China dear, over Israel, Mamma, idea Jew from the chair way to it. Okay, but the reason why they tell to is to say, Nanko Pombran, and the normal was 5 years would do anything. a higher 5.
And so no,
A higher
no,
5.
10.
So come 10.
10 commandments.
Good point. Nti eno no we hwe bibia e cherry day a edametiko. Ha na yakra na Nyankopon or the boy no. Ha na kra na yeden ehye. Nti afa ni the cater.
Cater.
Yes, cater. To mean say Onyankopon wo soro. We abode. Ti abo ade ne abode ho no nti nyanko ase. Ese say abode ne nti obo ade na ase. Nti Nyankopon kire yen say asase de ne dia. Na ade oda to mani mpamba ne hwe de yen bisu. Nti we yambra no. Mbra no ka say ndie wu ense awo de mbokro no. Ene say de Mystries sam koto so obire nam honom. Na okọ na meni kọbọ no so a me hu so obire na ye den akọ no. Ti mbra ne kire me say that shall not fornicate. Ti Yankopon kire say bema de o instrument am wire bone e woni ene wakoma. That's the two instrument of a man. How man ye bone. Ti meni hwe ya obire na akọ yo. Hwe nantu. Hwe ne bia wo hwe nda de man so mabro mo shantale papa bia sa o. Ti won take it on ko boss wa akọ for problem dey e amount. In this case no dino bone sisi na that means enya no no. That means the force of the earth attracting. That means why bone. Ti e ma me hwe mu yi say bia me hwe na me din Yankopon bra no so. Na mbra na me di so no eye ma me ankasa. Ade ba ko bia function adwum say Yankopon mbo soro ni asase anto say opeso on say nipa na say opeso on fa how bin to nipa so na mom eye ankasa yen own good nti ana yes ayede e ma yen ti manu si.
Me na say. Now we change the total elements of the body. That information is what I'm looking.
Good. Also, when it comes to Judaism, the only authentic people the cross are serious Israel for. But I did back when they say, and you become awesome the be that be. Area so they share and more from me and Sabinsa. Papa back. One all they are doing, what preferring Israel questions to kun olam. To call them simple means repelling the word. But a Kobana say, Bakusim ye penny. Bakusim in the Eshamesa. And Daka said, Kitchono Kitadna some wintino. Yakanashi. To say like controversial.
Sani Pami and Sani when
Islam, Christianity, and Judaism.
Okay.
I'm gonna sank or form Gutavias. And Chakaka say, waste me day, until you bear the day. To see we can't, waste to say. Do follow someone Kasa. Because once a town no more can lay a coon. Timiketa mad and I kind of crash away comedy. Then I have to hide it because my life is very important. And then I my Israel for no this or one car bibi. Now here's the case that the world is now entering to the last end. Till now no, you're going to be a because first I want to remember till we said the Bayasha Cambria way now. Baby one number in fact you'll be killed. When 10 days you're going to be there. As I say, I'm in Impania day and won't credit the home. Me bo Keta any day. What shall we say 5 years? Did I make a say? To know why he is called Israel God, no? You have to know
the God of Israel.
Yeah, the God of Israel. Plenty people don't understand why he is called the God of Israel. Even Ghanaians, the religion people be because we can't am lucky 4 or 5 or so. I'm not even so young demon. Like yeah, dear, but not till they young coupon demon as a Chinese saying.
Tell me more.
As a Chinese say, be we are saying now coupon of Israel now coupon no boy. Now the fact is.
Into Israel, Yankopon, no your body.
You're not body, 120%.
Next time you be prove no bad what your question.
Yes, the reason why I make us say Israel and Yankopon no boss, so yes, as I said, I want to challenge each and everybody in the whole world. Maybe one person in history of the world. Yeah, but we are saying, I'm here born saying, Australia shall say, me person being brow, so no Yankopon. I'm bet just the boss, so yes, I say, and I will come. Within the Joseph, I will come and then prove it for the Bible inside. I will be our hand here. And my pastor made sure say Israel now coupon when him Israel now. I have 1 point in tea and when him Israel. And I said yes, I'm paying now yet. And I coupon for Israel, Darby. No, but I am coupon the boss running assassin and say, your cost school near to air class prophet. They say you should class prophet. Class prophet is no gooder than all the people inside the class. By him said, there be no peace, any maintenance of any good ordinances, back or and you appoint a class prophet.
Discipline.
That is how discipline must go on. That's how it is. Israel as a nation, we are saying now say he took Israel to be the one to lead the world. So
that's as an example.
And yes,
for the world to follow.
Exactly. Because one person and I am born now God wants us to live. The question is why God can't even kill the person and then can be uncreative for. This must be the question you have to ask. But rather, Adam dominating. Now, when money in Ambra, how they are going to repair the world, they show me, sir. And then Uncle said, "Be your mind." They say, "No, somewhere my body, because of said the young woman, a chest that member to the So you live according to your own existence. With me, buono, or mind papas, all mine. No first not there, a papa about buono that channel. No first someone, no winter someone, no more repelling world, and no reason you said, at your Adam side. No, it's your couple name, no God of Israel. And he said, Israel, what is a police for? You are citizen, and your police. Police in Nambranation, sir. Citizen, if I say citizen, Nico Tombra, no police tombra. Who is going to hold responsible? A police in police. To Israel, and I didn't say that couple of Sanchez, on the orchard, I'm an almond for no. It's sad the other meeting, or don't we hear the air count on an coupon who say, I want to one tea some bad day, on bad yet, and as assistant by 9 a day, I shall yet, and then I won't.
And to yes, and Yame Fufro on that. Or ye Israel phone where Yame
be
into a Yame Bacope
and coupon back.
Name for Israel send it there to cite as an example for the rest of the world to follow.
Which I tell you the more example.
Yanko Bermuda.
I say, Nani, Mammy be on Papa Binetti. And a papa number quase, and Sabaquas and any Baquase. Mammy is so beautiful to the fact that I wouldn't buy in a tomb and to my men often. Now something incredible happened. One day Papa waiting a home while Miss Cow the trade I need. Mammy no show on upon you. Most I was saying, me Gemma Minama Cocopa Buffalo. I'm telling you, who is going to like you? Well, when I'm back,
when you back,
to sing. None there was with Gemma. I mean, I blame my man on show who talk a little more. You be a man, China. Who's going to like you? Hands a benny. I feel better than I see. The attendants are body we are seeing a coupon or Israel and coupon. I'm not born in now. Now, I say, well, be a fin, yet the idea be cherry. Because we human beings are connected into the spiritual and physical world. Then there was soon we are saying, but physical, not the physical, so I day. And they are called
spiritual.
That is how God created us to do in this world. Jacob on the chart, dear be the more we are seeing now. Or be a fear be on. Or be a fear be on. To Deuteronomy chapter 4, verse 19 say, and no more young couple at a charm we are so. A bit of dear no, the yet at the papa, or be the say, or be so soon dock up. Or be on 1 or 2 minutes copper credential noon. Or be a copper free asamando. Or be a copper free, your friend, what do you call it? With marine spirits. This is the opposite side. I know the back end of Copon, you're wrong. But you shall be a idea for the say, Yaman to me be with you. 2 minutes bought a friend who by say, you're be back. And you're more free side, honeymoon. And it's open in the pony and side to pony by the safe in one. And then I'll put on that charm, I mean, you'll be a fear be a honor. And then you're bonny. And this side can be so question, cook free or tonight if I be our come. All only said them friends or the dungeon consume, and also the dungeon review. Say, in Casatu in the honor. Excuse me to say this. Anka, your friend, and what they call it, lawyers, and presidentials, even a lot of them worship God. But I will tell you, say, with the power of Kukufikitan, which not catch a lawyer and say, he should come out, and I say, be the one here day, or be different, say. But it doesn't work like that. Because lawyer knew worship black and white. Do you understand the really where the black and white? And go on to me in a planet 2 beam. Here, not 2 minutes now to see, which is Saturn and then Jupiter. I will need lefty and we need righty, which stands for justice and then righteousness. So, Honor, we tell a lawyer for the black and white. The black and now is a planet Saturn, look at a ring give you one. I give you a lawyer for the getting in every designs you. Yeah, but can you say maybe as time goes on? And the attendant said, Mr. 5 year open to me. Any drama I get when I'm dark one. I get 10 things be spiritually, and then I'm a nimpa. You're free nimpa. I didn't say a couple one, and you win a couple now. You can't.
That things near there.
You find the secrets. Is like Casemino. And the secrets. It's an enemy. A higher for Haketa. And I will say, your left ear and then right ear. So right ear, no, right ear, sometimes right ear, me. And your friend has a cockma. And see, how no a be na. And you're free be na, you never had a friend a cassette. Now, I want you to move. The reason is that I have no ability to know everything in this world. I have no baby answer and knowledge, answer, which is wisdom and then knowledge and understanding. I have good points. I'll jump or ban the pam. Oh, send I didn't quite. Now, Bahanwa, Papa, we are seeing a right hand, and you find a cassette, I in Jamaica. And I have a friend a difference. I've a fed the when we are seeing now, I will come hand you see. I want to know at you. A house is no do no create. And I about hand one. Your funny givra. I represent in the givre. Or born in on what's your son will be now. Your left
Or
hand.
left.
Good. And your hand, your funny Nazak. Your free Nazak about a hand, your funny Yosud. A hand like I said, do produce the offspring of your own kind.
Yosud.
Yes, so. And YGSOD.
Yesod.
Good point.
Yesu.
And so now, you're on the other side, you're from Hoyed. Once an identity, Hoyed that they are called the leaf story from the Malkut. Into Malkut, no, and I know higher it is here. Into what started from the highest realm, who about the lowest realm. Ever, to something kind
9 in the Malkut.
9, the last point, and I know where you go. Honey from the world of Kazal. Bibia, I say, speeches. One was an identity, I as a Kasa day, Kasa a walk. Into me know yet, Kasam. Nyankopɔn ba ɔsoro asase ɔbɔ 4 walls bi na 4 walls no the kwan the south, the east, the west. When we say that south, east and west and then the north side. But we should wa oba addition wa we say you baby a friend say absolute of absolute. And you baby a friend say bria of bria. No yeslia of yeslia. If yeslia ba han say the friend asia. Our Jane said the Jane here. We Jane one. We back the last end and I know why it's not as a hand say. The word of silence, the word of vegetation, the word of animals, and then the word of what species, which is onion nipa the same
Species.
Well, it's not the same about the ready. That's here. That's the order. Yeah, that's the order. It's one sir 5 a same drama. Whole body now. Yet it's not as human being. All guys back said only pay. I say program doctors for sure. They're making say and Trumbaka. I had 248 organs and you were 248 organs and you were 365 ligaments. And you till the 365 plus 248 about 613 613. Yes, that is 613. And to share you 6 plus 1 plus 3 saying
6 plus 1, which is 7 plus 3 is 10.
Indeed.
Yanko Bermuda Triangle. That is a wonderful expose right there. Hey, and your Judaism in Yasam Ketwa. Anti Tanakh ni bin Adiba. And we feel only by
Christian Bible.
Christian.
It is a combination of the Old Testament and the New Testament. The is a Christian Bible.
What is the difference between the Tanakh and the Christian Bible?
The reason is from the Genesis to Malachi.
The difference, Manka reason.
I want to give you the answer, but I'm bringing the reason why it is that. One thing say Genesis up to Malachi nedahui. And then I had the same thing.
Okay.
So
the Tanakh is just the Old Testament.
The Old Testament.
Only the
Old Testament. And
the Malachi account was assembling in any be free maybe count. It's in New Testament and I can't who and say for Medas Fatum Champion Quay. Young Quay.
With all due respect, the cranny pay because when you go to our secret book, said there's Solomon Ben David. Because Shlomo and the more from Solomon, because yes, Potokasemu, but Israel would find the Solomon Ben David. Okay, Kasebi. You're asking about no for a purpose. So you only live to find the reason why you are
Solomon Ben David is Solomon, the son of David.
That is the meaning.
Ben David.
Exactly. Okay. And what else assist for a reason? You don't just come say, oh, my pamau. And now what is saying you can know? Hey, yeah, now what you can know, I'm gonna say we are speaking no buy. Mama dream, I'm gonna say I did be blasted and then you boom, what's the fun of Bing Bang theory? Now I'm a class I'm a dream. I don't know Ghana wire and a China wire, then you the same thing.
And you boom. Think I was trying to be better at you boom.
For me, I'm not saying you.
I never knew a bambi woman.
And no, I'm not just said that we are to buy, no. But you bring the problem. So said that we are to buy there, and the canoe say
evolution.
Yeah, I'm just said that Yankupo, and as a body now, Australia.
It's one energy that exploded and everything came into it.
That's what they mean.
And they say, hey, damn, it means that meaning
and it's that this is the time where I find the word of reasoning is to find the evidence and the truth for the soul.
You see, everything you are doing right now is actually convincing me of your religion. Metiasia is beautiful. Yanko Bermuda Triangle.
Good point.
That is what I raised, so I know my viewers are eager to hear what is there.
Why it is called Bermuda Triangle? Why it is called Bermuda Triangle? What's your angle now? There are a lot of angles. Your Alaska angle, Yes, sir, Bermuda Triangle. And yes, sir, the Marine Trench. Marana Trench, rather. I know Pacific Oceans. Hence, you say, you show more, you was that kind of air and now as a volcano, Eponumupa. One of the secrets is this. Okay, Jeremiah chapter 5, verses number 22. And sometimes I say that kind of imagine. I see him quote from the scripture.
From the Bible.
No, your basis. Because if you want to the truth, look at Proverbs 23, say tonokre and tall. So by the truth.
By the truth and to do.
So the question, what is truth? Then in the cre go to his wisdom. According to Proverbs chapter Job chapter 28, verse 28, or say, Nyankopon catch on you passe, Nyankopon suru and in nyansa, Namboni jaino and in imunumu. That to seek wisdom is to fear God. Where do you fear God? The laws. Into what you say, Obioko read the China Bono. Now the Lord come to teach you, say, hey, challenge Nyankopon say, read no see a bono. Now, no, it give you a conscience. Now, or some you know me a day, and this me be, and one year day in Munu understanding. All I knew, say, oh, we are the Chinico police station, or good academy be 3 years and not 4 years. So I have to be careful not to do it. That is the meaning of the story. And see, when you come to Bermuda Triangle now, Jeremiah chapter 5, verses number 22, main kaina, I shall phone it here for whom the ewo honum. I say, what shall I say if you say, Munka ye Yakob fee, na Mamma wanting you that say, Munte, or mine quasiafo, I will need to send it. Or Pia Solana or can something and go pass and we. There's a one inside the book, Master. Book where 1% depend on what we are seeing now. The knowledge in it, 99% get a Jew for. Now it is as I say, sending pump time to quay. And Tina could catch Israel for say, oh, we need 3. I didn't say we need 3. Normally, be with 3, but do be a been 3 no sin the son. I am not a tribute and answer your kita.
Tibon Cosso.
It goes like this. What's all we need is on 1 day or so as one chasm. Moon show me. Uncle Pong. On your coupon 7, and I said, come in 2 minutes. Me arm the arm to a pond this year. Uncle Ponce or the sea sand at 2 apple, none she. I feel it also. Dash into Mentra, na se import na such a bar into Mino, na se who said then ara into Mentra. So in Uncle Pon catches your phone, so no control upon me be.
Or the Armia up to a push here. So I didn't say, I'm one panic to me, you know, little could up one really deep. How? That's what the young queen. What's your point?
Me also know. Mediba pa na
me too.
Na man who said the other day, oh, honor. Taffy me ba Job chapter 38, verse 16. There was a conversation between God and Job. I na meeting same be on social media na yamesre. That be na mama be ka say Job story no ye poem. Me say asem in fact. Mo say no, say Ghana ha no no. Amafo ma o mani nda ho pa mesramu pa anya se bia me wonfondi bia
and what an nyadwen say
enya no kre mpacho nya no
book nya
enya poem mpacho
we are mebusa question back
any problem kra what about Job chapter 38 verse number 15 down now say now the obonefo had akam one na ensa o so no obum wakọ epo enu ho wakọ epo enu ho yakọ be say question adema Job wakọ epo nani ho nti be say epo nani ni yemfa. What say Bermuda no?
Have you been to the eye of the sea?
Good point. Bermuda no, ekita small holy be. I chin who say. I am one of the one who say. If I don't know, say, one who said their picture next year.
I've seen images of the building.
Yes. Now I have baby a chan who say. And I chasa kwasi.
As an estuary, as in shooting shia. There's an energy being there channel.
Na energy no no. No say holy be them sa na echo.
Tokro them
pa.
Okay.
Na sa tokro end. It doesn't have an end. I want one archaeologist in the history of the world. Among the end parts, I hear your friend of the Bermuda Triangle. Nobody can able to give. Nobody knows it. Will be only one to challenge Johanna.
Okay.
It is known by the creator himself. Do you know the reason why?
There be.
I know sometimes you're tonight, but see and cancel. And some say, now put on our boss from your assassin, and Debbie. Now I can say Israel for no came more Babylon. Na Babylon for no me nkofobia aka say omudi omunyame ye kasa nyame a aba ensuo ne boba na de Nyankopon no Israel Nyankopon boy no e say first no kan no wo efie bi ma ona na beto aka say ha kweku na say efia and two ewura ngo ensuo mo because omo witness bibi nti na Babylon for no e de sa nyoma ne bon ho sambrane ana Nyankopon choma Jeremiah say e rent na Israel for na kokamu a omode omadwen ya dey e demand this ankofo na no Nyankopon wa po ewiase no. Okreti north, okreti south, okreti east, and okroti a friend what they call it west. Now baby back when he couldn't finish one place. He don't want
Bermuda Triangle.
Daffy. Bermuda Triangle baba second. Parts. Okroti baby when real baby. And that's how people tell you to go Bible when one. Me say no, I fake. Me see, I want someone to come. Yeah, boss show me as assassin. Now couple share that place back. Person won't kind.
Now what him?
I am north no.
The northern part.
The northern part of the world, which is called the North Pole. On my own, any Greenland, any your friend Canada, any your friend Russia. Some man you say we, and I'm buying getting to your friend what they call the North Pole. And then they're from the North Seas, out the Atlantic and Arctic. Open the gas maybe one person in the history of the world. Okay, ice ni na okay, yeah, Bermuda Triangle no besi. Maybe one person. Uncle ice ni na no make it on inhabited place.
The ice in the North Pole. Nipa ninko clear sure.
I want Nyankopon say, okay, one person in history of the world so not Israel Nyankopon no bad yeah. On the set to challenge say, onimpa bi nko. Uncle remove ice ni na.
What you are him? Joseph.
Quotation I'm quoting. I see what the Obonofo Kanya. I come in. I bet yes.
Say to me about anybody in here. They are coming here now. Who can say me?
I didn't say, oh, can some 50. I could say, Nipper be one. I'm a fan and coupon assembly say, Ebia maybe Yankopon and Kayan until you'll be a solid person can be just to say, obey me, minimum margin. But you're saying, doing car only part or the BB two on your friend in a day. Name I cause someone obey on your friend because
anybody that misleads another.
Yes, when you and it is a day, a some way back. Once I'm throwing you part chain, okay. And it says our back on a baby Benin, but that means you have distorted the people of my mind. Now, generation coming, they will be what?
They'll be distorted.
Exactly. And then the problem was I see you. The secret I woman say, now, couple saw one and one. Onimo be a woman, on no obo soon walk high. The question is that, yeah, but upon the saying, whatever tomorrow. It's baby and uncle ocean and the boy assassin, or saying, or assassin saying. He says that I am the one in the beginning creating the heavens and the universe. The earth was desolate, and the Spirit of God was hovering on the surface of the water. How was the water looking like? And God said, let there be light, and there was what? And to you, you say, or she only say, I will not really say.
By your quotation, you also realize that there was water. There wasn't created.
But the question is, that's the beginning of Genesis chapter 1. God is part. Or maybe something happened. God was there already before that beginning is coming.
Into that full picture. I'm listening to you. But how did creation start? And I'm telling you that in all the mentionings, water wasn't created.
Water was, according to
the Spirit was hovering over the deep. The deep was already present.
You see that the quotation is just giving an expression of how everything came in existence.
Okay.
You see how the thing is. But how the water...
For Bermuda Triangle.
If the thing is that Sanka or Chechire I know begin say, a sensible person asks, okay, you say, your friend...
So now, your Boreas and the sender me beside.
Maybe I go Bible, which I doubt Benjamin Fufro. We say, oh, my winner, so the winner none a film at the amount. Bermuda Triangle, and send nearby. The north from Yankopon no.
So in your presentation, what part you say? Yankopon the 7 days na the Christopher Kase na Osibibiaye na de toso so na home. No we into our koje na home naturally as a wabra
kakra. The point is we now near say this is how people may live. Now I'll finish everything. One baby on will die because when you say I didn't know why you know.
Now I have an so it was intentional.
Yes.
And yes, only
no Rabbi will really Shadaja one will say a new part is in
enter
now. No new part is in your born bus as a one general shall put your born now. But like I said, I will do it obey also today scientists. They are trying to turn our way from the road, the good road to scientists rather than Ebia a Janum and I said they cannot see yet from the beginning. No. That question, not you know, scientists for no so a change.
Into God provided the evidence for even scientists to understand the say. Minam said the jahato. Now, so also science in a bit master science.
Go
Focus.
and no one, there's the meaning.
When the science of one area. But
after the Bermuda Triangle, channels, and Uncle Pocket to assassin.
tunnel.
Yeah, I can so pretty a friend and bonka. I that's as ma. We in this mistake, I'll be fast straight, walk or hell. Yeah, well, hell or hopa. Now, reason is this: the first time we ever witnessing hell,
Maybe. Bermuda Triangle. And you took red that pumwa.
Exactly.
What do any kind of body?
About what hell streets?
No, I could be some.
They say,
What do any kind of cobble?
Exactly. I will say, when some in Nija. Na Christopher and I say, a church, not just say, when some are Nija. A Yanko Pona Nija, why day? Why, hey, now the answer say, when you talk about one, say, oh, what didn't say, oh, we are so open in the end, but changing part the for the year. Now, would Jimmy dear Yanko Post bedroom, not dwarf for honor. Now, the body in our day, who they are assassin. Also, can Ecclesiastes chapter 29 verse 7 and Ecclesiastes 29 verse 7. Also, now, couple about only party, no manka son on which will chip on 200 baby. As a problem. Ya man, yan grow, I am play. But I say, ya person you won't be a faction, that is our problem. Until we're not trying a place on yan coupon why ye. And no one nipper this and what body way. About hell streets. Say, oh, in Jin Tumwa,
And to ship 59 year old.
yeah.
Woman caught a gem straight. Aeroplane 20 and never million now at Tiakosha Sabon Cademino. Or Moody and Monoso and the Aqua a year or gem.
Straight. Let me ask a question. Daddy, if you find buy.
If we assassin.
Good point. Assassin, I say, Joe. And tell one of number 5. Daddy, and none way over.
I can't daddy.
And just so simple. The thing maybe a question 50 ships on the woman who be there.
There be.
You put it out who be there.
There be.
Them say, can you put top money? What how it is and one win nam crown? I put me in your day.
Ebe to upon
I didn't say you won't. And now, what money happen you? Yes, I'll see another point. I know between Saudi Arabia and Israel in team. And in the first place, I had Numbers chapter 16, verse number 31. And confirm me and say, be me, a young conferencer and a leadership in hope. If I could that and Averill and only Kurak. And I'm sorry to Moses say, I'm young wala. Nankana come before Bishuna or the last summer badia and concern your moon penny for no. Had me a good pound for almost uncle from the local for Moses and Aaron and Miriam. That was not family idea. And John person which is Moses and I made on my teamwork. The son and uncle in the which I don't be a mood. Uncle Tam. Uncle Pon said, you best say, oh, Jimmy, now Jimmy, you can't answer there when you would Uncle Pon there, Jimmy Sawyer then at the bottom. So, and Uncle Pon don't do someone. After you're doing the next, say, I bung to send Uncle Pon your bed and obey. Now, Uncle Pon Tammy, and catch him with say, hey, so I don't mean coffee. Tea within a short time, Uncle Pon pie salmon. No more do when Nick Tysa. Kasha some of the streets. Another hole at the desert and so Jimmy Uncle Pond buffer
now South Hole nine Uncle Paul a car upon conserve for any good and that's all.
I will back also saw Jerusalem. War Israel for you know no more pine of years saying
Wailing War.
Another and be the honor. You find the center of the earth and you find the Heka. T one person who is in the center. Hey, Jerusalem, no. According to Ezekiel chapter 5, verse 5, so Jerusalem, I'm not sure, meaning, when I wish assassin, you know, anything. This is the center of the earth, no. Jerusalem, also, I'm not making be a day.
Center of the earth, you know what I'm
not scientific for Chirel, Bobby.
Tell my meridian, yeah. And while the latitude crosses there, and the longitude, you know.
And you're the crack.
And you're asking for Hey, Joseph.
And you're the crack. And you're the crack, yeah. And you're the crack. Now, one thing to say, the order of latitude and longitude, Christopher Columbus. The first person I always say, Bermuda Triangle, was Christopher Columbus. I don't know, person draw, no to check a continent in them. To go to Bermuda Triangle, on the lucky no nine. I'll bet I can, yeah. It took more lights in our pilot for us, no higher dangerous. Some attempt my day, and not draw the sign said, there's a dangerous place in the sea. I should not take time you try, you die. Yeah, Christopher Columbus, which exactly almost 600 years ago. One was to the North Pole, Galileo, not got discover here. Now, some baby means some young. Bermuda Triangle, Yankopombo, Apple, Abuobi. Now, the name I had for Abuon any time. Now, Opatry Kessam, my friend Dencham Cassia, another Dencham Rampon. Now, Sabuano, I hope that Lassa Egusua, how young. Now, Metis almost one.
Woman who appear.
Good points.
Yeah, now, they only have drawn tutorials.
Good point
of that.
Now, I won't wait for you. Now, Ebana saying, I want no Adam with the triangle anymore. Anna Nubia at the Mediterranean Sea anymore. And then Sabah could see a Pacific Ocean from Japan near friend there. Say now, one young couple will put them. Now, I had the biggest fish in the history of man. I am physical. Now we are female and male. But now, in such a way, say, so I want to know, we human beings cannot live. Till Uncle to a barn, not in the sea. And then I know, you're Martin for no mobile brapper, I dear Tony. Never real Mugen. And then Uncle Pon.
You're back up with the Cabinam.
Yes, I didn't know, I can say, and no meeting natural, sir. But, Bow say, me bow. And so I say, but how call then China said the other friend and I woke us.
And I mean, say, the reward is basically to eat of that great dragon.
Good point. And no, now, one thing now, this I want to say. Well, we are not worried. Say, we are not born in the race, we see a punua. A bonnet colors be. Sakalas in the one we are seeing now. The Sakalas in the next future world now. What in India ever provided a critical amount. Our brother born in then. A bonus skill and will provide all lights. A best I will shade. And that's a one time. Someone and answer for.
This is all biblical.
Biblical. One thing we see when you read the book of Isaiah chapter 27, verse 1 now. Now, people can have some here the ewo. But they back conference what they say. To learn Old Testament, I'll say only back phobia. Now, couple or your Old Testament or in a summary. Till somebody or a questionable. Now, couple find the secret nine a day and find due to the knowledge and empire that you can. And it is what called the secret book of Israel more. Your Talmud, your mission, your drush, your sword. You the secrets, they can't about spirituality. Then you know the Creator Himself.
And these books are available for everybody to buy.
It is there, but the question, what is there? Only that you want to find the truth to yourself, you are going to find it. Or maybe I saw a person who is a couple of Australian assassin. Know what is called the 32 most occultic powers. And then if you are saying, we can hear you. And then I'm the
32 most occultic powers.
You very see a school. Maybe some way to all the teachers and the scholars, even Daniels to all over the world. Any meaning a day.
In the alphabet.
Good point. B as well.
It's not a sound.
B. I letters.
Yeah.
Which produces the speech. So in this case, what is the meaning of that? Because if there's a letter that you are learning, then you don't know the meaning and what it represents. Then it means you don't know yourself. There were the 22 alphabets. There was some 119.
Yeah, I can afford the R you need.
I was I know about Israel and if an Aleph into the symphony and Jesse. And I would about English, I'm safe an E. You always say that in the there. I find Israel said bits. So say Israel.
I can cast any Israel cast
opening. I can for be now Israel. For the one day, Ubenya was set issue. A be maybe about copy. I'll come and teach the hidden secret, even Ghana for me.
Any Beshiadia pa.
I didn't say Dr. Kwame Nkrumah. One will Ghana and Libya call Egypt. Two, maybe some question we. I'm a
to the soul of the black people, and he had the dream of uniting all black people, and therefore that one was a very strategic man.
I feel the child DB. Jacob was baby friend Joseph. And now no or your tongue, not quite Egypt Markwa. I will be as or Egypt. Ton one will Jacob fee, or will Egypt not over Egypt. And Mano, your frabak Ephraim, and about the Manasi. Ephraim and Fantefuna can afford to Ephraim. Ghana didn't for him for that. 1959-1960. Men that topic you don't patch out. I never phone. One thing, the first country all started trade to the nation of Israel in 1959-1960. Ghana, Ghana, the only in Israel from the building now, even including Ghana Air Force. The name Ghana, come come Kofano Hefa, Kofano Israel nearby. Now, any of the next topic, I'll come and teach all. Teach you what Nkrumah even married to what? To Egypt, and why trade these solid African countries, Libya, Ethiopia, Egypt, at that moment, from 1959 to 1961, no one else are coming from us. Why?
We will learn that. Fayesi, Bermuda Triangle.
Bermuda Triangle, no. Area say it's in front of Heled. They didn't know.
Heled.
Heled, no, I agree, Kasa. But the create Israel for the world of Kazan. Baby, I say, maintain for us,
There's a world of confusion.
Exactly. And see, what call the next world out? Your front is a table. Now, if we table, we call the third part. Your front is a Yabasha. Now, so if we Yabasha, we call a Haraba. Now, which is the fourth part in the front Haraba? And if we Haraba there, I know do any Elka. Elka no, or on a hell like a cano. I want to Bermuda Triangle. The 9 minutes be a day. See, I want to born American once and if I live here, time I don't know. You 2 minutes a whole day a day. That's it.
Ain't a boy also no at the Zambonka. Ain't a boy in the HH ship nearly.
See,
HH aeroplane.
Oba me no hina because one thing is now can be another next topic about the completion of North Pole. I'm saying I'm couple the abode deep share. Sa body and couple the share. If you try North Pole, you will not come. So what's your call? Your bone copy, North Pole. No. Our magnetic field and one try to make a kind of different kind of spiritual forces and couple don't go on. Share what we not China do pa no I could say a biakasi bina a job be never see from it happened in our country now. They all come from that side.
They are all from the North Pole.
The North Pole coming to this world. At the Pronipia baby CB and if North Pole neighbor. Now then I could point in said North Pole no a cobana said Boniba 2 Riasia. Live your tenant pre should be go upon you. So poor marine spirits like other forces attract our power nature and impede the money, so we have to destroy them. God release us. Yes, Anna. A man cause someone showing up pompa. I only want to Sabian to send North Americans, any California, any Nevada, Canada, Russia, especially. Because some new soon and company, any Greenland phone. Because a year penny and company, Hurricane Florence. We knew how much to say, Malakuni. Now, when the affair of Hurricane Mary, tsunami, tornadoes, had the kind of struggle, no near friend and ASA, what you got the sky in any storms are everyone read and ever. Nina and coupon is adding see on. Say, if you not fear me, tell me go to Jeremiah chapter 5. So Nina and coupon or somewhere the soon. Long not there, she the at 12 pound. And to moon slow no na.
Why do certain aircraft it became over the top of the Bermuda Triangle? She ain't see. Ship. Obi to say Christopher Columbus. From a distance, he could tell that there was danger. And now, Odani where now a bimuso dear and spare.
One thing they say, I would say, yes, we. I say, Ubia, Sebe, the name Robiadi, and 4 Binyama. One, now what time to say Oberiano. Sunny upon all merits, one, will be on what we had Nibida, to Uriana and Coupon in front of him, and Kita merits. But Sunny upon what time to know Korea any idea?
That's true.
It is a kind of what you will. He'll be out on the merit or when I'm cooking. To do it, yeah. Say the decree said, who be who court of heaven, I had the stamp by a day. This is so.
This is so.
To the sisters that I miss, who don't for what, or meriting your day and also. At the same, will be a out to and I say, your bone beer. Your bonny dear, I said, court of heaven, to say, Papa Ben, why I say, Papa, why you need Papa, there Ben, why it or some just hand money in so Nibia. Straight away, I'll send him pano. Said the young but in the shoe, said never to home. This is the kind of what you.
Until Livia now, what tip Punimuna, one no worry ship, worry aeroplane. Your bomb pie saying, I'm a cry when you need free.
Oh, that's possible because I want to Cassan that day and Cassan and Coupon the end. That day, I won't know. I want your Becunua in the last day, Becuna, and I go back someone, all the angels on Conco, with the secret in the back. And I say, be a no number, my test because Israel form secret in trouble and things, because of the Roman 4 year and be back between me. Oh, yes, sir. Because then we know the Roman from the far Old Testament. Now, Coupon says, Greek for our access. Spain for access all over the world. Obi a aso bo so Nyankopon bra no. But do remember on tell Nyankopon no be say ahomaso ne pride e benyini. Our other countries, na other people no mo kwan. No on betro be dey e dey ka book no form another kind of religion ne a friend and associations. And I for today controversies na dey aba. I mean Israel from here straight. Say e be on nsem bi ho no ma enkwa abontin.
You mention Israel as a third person. Are you not one?
I'm
Into ama Israel for
oh good.
into ama yen Israel for.
Anwa. Enya Israel for they say you keep it. Reason themselves say sometimes no bekasa you want penifo bi on rank.
Okay.
Hence you kasa you rank upon rank. Me say me dem this you me the iota but Nyankopon do. Because ade bia obo hu Nyankopon brem de hu no da seda ma Nyankopon. But science from yes sir. Am this ade Nyankopon ya da or discover pe no the two na one be say me na me da me na me da ba na Nyankopon chi no.
Now so Oman Kasana, the trait actually exposes the profession. It said it is discovered. It means that it was there. It was only covered.
Suddenly you go and took the cover.
Yeah, you just took the cover off. Into you know there, what there that argument to set.
And the abono there, according to your secret, I say, "Quite a buffer so cool. A buffer in a washing in a bed tempting. I could be some cocoa one.
But to me,
The abono your bow in war a jungles no, I hear the wildlife no, which is the lions, the king in the jungle no. On no shoot to me. On also share and one. I find behemoths. Leave your time on the pun. On no share and no a pneumonia so. Now, aside that I make kasa from me, jadi people. I say free some marine spirits, mermaid, and that kind of sea creatures. Open me a question. Then I am mermaid. Oh, a punum. I say, Mammy water.
Mammy water.
And then
Nipa fa and namfa.
Good point. Then yes, sir.
And it is the all kinds of creatures of the ocean.
But set to compass and I say telescope. Quite punum. So cochino was ready. We never go. I did dear.
And then they just all catch them.
Good point. I shall phone it here for it is a time of saying who no create a water as I see so. Ya fa Bobby Dolphin. Na Nyankopon e catch and say abo apunu de our tetene abon yenga day yendi skills and things yendi anti me konfo na me koto say me hu Harris a good me de beboa me hu Salmon a good Salmon one thing on no so our skill onya na apof no hu me there you good. Tuna is the same thing. And
Sardines.
Are you good? Yeah, had dolphin and sharks in those things. One dolphin. I wanna cast our pan no the neighbor. Not also. Shall they be? The first time I know me who Judaism. Me about my friend said 15 years in me. 15 years in me. That's 2009. I was Shaman Junction, which is a Takradi. Dolphins ebe go empoano. Now free a punum ban. No almost share asumadi.
Dolphins
na asumadi. Amabo This happened 2009.
I think send me who videos of it. I had crack no move punano.
Yeah.
And Kofu
Good point. And no put there 7 years ago, which is a palm dear now.
Oh, okay.
I want to tell each and everybody. Dolphins, phone a pumba, which is Profocus found the sounds of the sea. Now, Nakopa de Bomono, Okopunua, Omna made no. I want to hear, yeah, our half fish and then half human. Now, this is what our God told us. So, I want whatever he does, and say he will save human being. But one thing say, almost sign turning into human being. Dolphins. I want to be a man water. 2% in your witness. Israel, ABC, which about 11 years ago, a rare footage. Dolphin, what done a mermaid 11 years ago. And if I find the picture, let's send them out. Let's send them out. To really have the evidence, to share dolphin, which are one. What do you want? What do you say? So, we don't want to scare anybody. We don't want to force what we have to anybody. But truth is what is important. And see, the secret of Bermuda Triangle say, there is only one place. And I'm going to tell you, that is the verse now. ɛpono so n'ani no Bermuda Triangle. And it's a whoop, say, won't tell you Uncle Pana. I try a challenge send there. But when I castle be behind the wood tea, what the instrument the other day? Corner me shady.
Bermuda Triangle.
No,
Into Yamena na abona to.
no.
And to wo you.
Only for the wickedness of human being and the evilness of human being.
And to ship you wicked.
Yes, a ship in a wicked
Aircraft.
sometimes, I say, you human being. No, yeah, you're born a crown like car. Sabi a day. Now, couple can what the children which say, when TMia, men do me anima do benkuta. Now, I'm going to talk and bolly and abol must over back. One of Sabole man, what 20 cities, 30 cities, and panel doors. What kind of boy when you're back fires? This is the punishment of Ghana.
Yeah, me three more day.
I didn't tell you day.
I don't remember benkuta.
What do you have what was that?
Every Ochi and Belgrade is what?
Watching and not so. Would seem I don't bunny. Share, could be saucy cacao. Well, I don't bunny. I'll put one call baby.
Matty, what your young friends here? I'm saying, one of Matty, I do create Bermuda Triangle on pressure, Jinaho. Sir, Liviata. Matassa, I often be bought, Sir Liviata, yeah, or Modena Buffalo, or your ball or Shep Poswana.
Daddy, upon dear, ne buff one casancasa. Oh, say, bear my own. What on day? The rare highest realm in the angelic hierarchy now. Yeah, with the 4 angels, but with the mysterious angels. Uriel, Raphael, Gabriel, and
Michael.
Michael, ejama ensure we are seeing now.
Into Michael the helpers.
Good. And then I represent Bama what we are saying now.
A mema.
Good point.
Okay.
Also, Bama producing you. With the desk, I bet you best you know idea. And what we are seeing now, I'm going to represent a giver. I'll present Eja. So all the fires around them represent a what they call it ember. You only maybe Epono say, Nankopon best own create a crow more. No, ma Eja. Magma, as I say, yes, volcano can I say, nay, Janabert
Volcanic eruption.
not a P. A PS and not in Sunni, your friend Ejano. F form one no creatures, I say there. Very much always said. And this is the 2 living creatures. So can Job 25 say he made peace in his abode mate. That means the beyond a couple on make peace. Both a journey ensue. Then a couple ma baku.
Your knowledge is deep. Your knowledge is different. Your knowledge is very convincing. Mamin kanasa na saying yamia na asma wabaha. Ain't you afraid? I'm saying some of the hand I will be kind of more. I'm more be at me. Me query, yeah, pong, yeah, signal me that now. Once I'm into the mama wako, so I know this episode will be longer.
Exactly.
Into me, and a long prep. On the issue of the book of Job being a poem or not, and yet, but some they could do, but they were heavy. And you're told about 2 assassins. So, from what Christian, or let me put it well, from what Christianity has taught, and in the symbol, some ever 1/3 of the heavenly host, angels, and the woman in a in the book of Job, how come say a son about some nama, or copy heaven a brother and coupon in a May meeting, and my young coupon, Eddie Job, and man so on tempting. That is my question.
You bet you also said a year cannot, I better was it. That is say, first of all, near Christianity. Number 2, Christianity ideas no unkitam. I say, copy a cocoa, and a si honum. Anna, we are couple instead of cocoa, we are in a blue. But
What you actually?
why you actually? That's what Christianity had done. Story in the old. But said the mood your training and tessa.
So that is where the confusion.
That is the way the confusion comes from. Story in the old, but I said, yeah, confusion is here, and Uncle no bubble the same. The question is, Uncle Pony, what the bubble is one. And not tell something, sorry, not written about from fish from the business. And you can remember 7 catch me shalom. These are from back council. Say, how do you can set a fear? And I said, Uncle Pompengu, and Twin Uncle Pono boss, and I know he's on Uncle Pon. I know no. Now, Uncle no bubble some. Engine Nanka say, in front of Bonsam. No dream on all your friend of Bonsam. 2, Job was son of the Sam said, nah, a debia banana.
One in them, will be a one young coupon no crib. Ono na efe nyame ne bonsam to ne ho bet. You got my point.
I get it for me.
Now when you read those others,
Some hunu kra. If you cry show, and the other man is some hunu ni. About the said like what to matri if a shrub from one
or my pet there.
common sense. But look at the conversation. Or quiet and then uncle Paul didn't come. So
Any need
is it that enemy or maybe it's a force at other hand or they know themselves?
It is only in the poem that will happen.
What's the point? The story of the Job will be a otna always assassin. And my memory was narrow. Any
Is it U or Us? You are or you are.
Oh, yeah, use it.
Okay.
I can say a crooked to a beer.
Okay.
I share the also your Accra
Yes.
as being the capital city. And a capital city dance so mine. Maybe dance when you crooked to a beer day.
That's a big base.
Good point. The sound for one or more. Abraham we bush young one and I'm what on. And it no Job by a can want some of free honor.
Okay.
Now, story of Job, you're trying to say, that must be the question after. Who wrote the story of Job? I didn't say Job no born ever. It is our catch and say a poem. In the last way, I see Job after saying Uncle Pondia, how near my name now bread and Uncle Pon man sound way. On your Japadini beam side,
And Mohun and some.
how will you tell me say a poem? It's not a poem. But why?
That's the story.
That
Into your corner, ya,
that
and I'll fix it on the corner, ya, Yansa, Tickling Killy. Anywhere where we in every year.
and then you
Omun to me, MD.
any obini say what nothing why in the but and yeah.
See, Job, the man couldn't see you been in or they check your morality.
One thing is that when it comes to Old Testament Bible, we call something psychological and then scientific facts. One was an identity. We don't just read the Old Testament, then you just pick your point to say, "Dear, we will share the other."
You have still not been able to convince me.
No,
That
it's not a poem. My friend say, "Be a fan say a poem." According to the work, you trust say the two F because I have to send every day.
moral,
But maybe
moral lesson.
from where me I'm coming from, it's not a poem.
It is not a problem.
It is not a poem. And you'll be a brabo, oh boy. And now, yes, when you're trying to hold, what was an identity? Neither to in Jim Buffalo. And see, I didn't see a story that happened. How did it come?
If it is a story that happened, my bone of contention is how did the devil, who is an outcast from the heavens, get back to the heavens to have a conversation with God and God giving him a duty?
Your problem is that's what the Christianity is saying, that there's a fight there and they throw him down. Now, how come Job there? It is written that the devil goes there. So when you do it like this, it's like you are adding the Christian concept to my concept. So let us break the Christian
So your interpretation is from a Jewish point of view.
Exactly.
It is not from...
No. From the Christian,
But what we discussed that you are disputing was based on the Christian Bible.
no, according to
Into what is your argument?
yes, my argument, the story I told in the first place, the story in the New and Old Testament that we call the Christian Bible. The Old Testament I have it here, and it's the same story that they are having. In the first one, I made you to understand that. In the catcher say Old Testament na down, and no one of them want to hide.
Into Tanakh, you quote Tanakh.
Yes, that story not the same thing.
I don't suppose some corner.
Hey, but in story now New Testament in Tanakh. Say, ya train when some fruit top a big was assassin. I know in your fact. And no need Tanakh.
When some that's what I have.
Well, the question is this. Your person was when something first point. Who is Satan?
The morning sun.
What is his work?
The first creation of God.
Where can you find it? Where can you find it?
Is it not in the Tanakh?
Can you able to give me the quotation? If you give me, then I can able to stand on it and then.
Here's some correct, bro. Me quotation.
It is never inside.
Old Testament, Holy Bible.
Now let me prove it here. In the book of Isaiah chapter 54 verse.
Yeah.
Now, couples men are or say for us on say idea.
Yeah.
Now, in the letters of the Hebrew letters, what can you have the letter back with?
They are Hebrew letters.
Yes. Aleph, Bet, Gimel, Dalet, Hey, Vav, Zayin, Ket, Tetz, Yud, Kaf, Lamed, Mem, Nun, Samek, Hanum Nekino. Samek, who is Samek? The letter line, you can A, B, C in the head. So what Baba drew back a S letter? No, now S, you're back from the Samek, and you're back from the shield. Samek, can you dear? I'm just trying to be I tell you, best say, you know, and I'm back on the shield. This is how it is. And the earth, you were the destroyer and then the fire. And to some and represent the more friend of one. Now, I didn't see your friend. One thing is said, Yanko Pumbo and you probably reason. No, Me another story, but I was saying from the next time when you are not in Chimney day at the Abba. Yapo any panel. I don't know catching Uncle Pons, any panel of bomb, dear. They will look like Ono on Uncle Pon. And since they will look like on Uncle Pon, I say, young just say, one look at Jane Uncle Pon and one on your day on Tieno. The Uncle Pon say, since I would didn't some mechanical. And our dear was at home. Now, Pega de all as yesterday, apple shroom, and the old Jumaya, and no one to obey the Obese. Isaiah 54, verse 16, or similar number or self force on your day, on Saturday. Now, what is the story in Job chapter 1? Now, come on, in every October, all the souls of this world, the first month in from October, reconciliation in Libya. And when I come about the first man in the history of this world, I found Adam. Now, it do sad na. So, a real someone in pain na and pang and couple him. Eh, how do you see? As I 48 verse 7, so one take the agenda. Tell the sad na say you pain na crowd the souls no more appear when couple. To some appear ya, uti in portrait that will bury yasen. Who could tell Bufford in the buy? The way you be an you and sa or travel, you aswa or teal at some old canina. And you a new near day, a shop, talk club, won't be an or show day and 7 beer.
I had you where you drunk, sir.
Good point.
All good boy.
Or trouble be beer.
What I are, you won't.
As some way, but some bisa, I shall form him. I didn't know Quala. You won't know soon. Nah.
What don't be beer? What was that? You
sir.
And they do.
You ever can't say it.
What that to
say? Casadia the castle only one. Can you prepare me?
Yakolebian is so be what is so yada.
Good. I didn't set up a bonus also. I didn't set up on your bonus on one son.
Okay, again, sir.
What was say about some serious? The spirits redeemed now only be Pia. Day 6 or 7, 8.
No artillery as him 1 to anyone.
Yes, artillery as in everything is pre-decided to you. Betting, back as you only bear to any number, obeying your account, this cat. But see, I'll put on the wow. Had a baby to me, and I passed out. We came here for a purpose. And see, that's no mammy because she will lay the 2 pair. Now, the angel of the face, no, or no attempt a year cushion spam no coden and coupon, or betting to back as you decide me in that area. I have 40 days. The 40 days, no, you decide you will be here the other at the amount. Then you are coming to this world. After day, you do become garden upon garden. Oh, no, free assassin. You don't mean about church will be on a brother bed, no boy, and we are righteous. Then they go and send you almost over play wickedness, you know. You bet you enough for that 9 months. Now, after 9 months, you know, Dan Pessoa or song at the Umbra as you now over bar. What happening? Angel no churches I didn't hear or baby jaw kind. Tis over Jawa. At the say, who go school, not teacher more notice. Na afi, who call exams. Okay, exams are for notes like a day. Inti afi who call like I said, I can't no pen, and I can't why. You see that because the teacher is not part of it.
And that's how you come.
Yes, that's how you come to say, a cranny, I want to say, engineer Jana. I don't know, oh, Jana, no. A cranny him say, why no bad day? How about you? It's up upon my minute, Wabani.
You're full of worry.
Now, dear Mark, around this soon say, after say, watch and papa, watch and mammy, and it's 3 pino. On no honor no chira abufrano, BBR. And a cranny 3 Pierre Bano. Now I channel mammy, so mammy, Obapani, Doctor Nobaju and Winnie, your friend is a fantasy. And to Oberto pet, no Obersua, engineer call, no chance a hand obey way bes you. Tlack on the If over what bes you, a cranny him who is going to help him or her in his final. To also say, I did not own him no share and no one of one. It's after the year. I say, I start his answer. So, what is the next step? Here's the kind of problem we have in this world. The picture say, question I'll be saying, Dana, so say, I about 1 year from the stomach, man, and I said, he kneeled the holiest angel. I think I say, only the German or never to bring someone, also I say, opening and coupon on some, and it's a wound so. The German on
Ain't the Ambamo?
I'll put the
What that's be,
no coupon about the Ankas. Share.
Yes, some. And then I don't think you can't see a gym where you want what when him casa. I read better 3 hours. Meaning some better as they say, as I'm finding me Canada. So best I ever. You don't go for your chammy hat and I'm remember my mammy to West. I mean, show I'm in Pineda. Yeah, better.
I mean,